What's going on, YouTube? It's okmall. Today I'm going to be covering some of the updates that have happened over the past couple of weeks. Now, I didn't cover this particular update, but the newest one that came out, I do want to cover. There's a lot of changes there, but we also want to go over some of the stuff that was like a hot fix in the previous update. Now, before I get going, you probably noticed that my voice is a little broken right now, and I am sick. Whatever, we're going to push through it. Hopefully my voice gets through the mic well enough that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, things happen, so here we are. But the the 9.11 or 12 to the 14 update, this was the changelog for that. I didn't cover it previously because there wasn't a whole lot of changes that really I wanted to cover, but I figured what the hey, we can do it in this particular video. So again, what they did is they fixed a few issues with the system for background contract completion that wasn't functioning as they intended in the previous unvisited settlements, and it increased the rate of successful background contract completion. Further adjusted heavy armor stats, slightly reduced the penalties, and increased protection values. That was pretty neat. Increase the rate at which repair kits lose effectiveness when attempting to fix moderately and highly damaged equipment. Potentially fix the issue with enemies using their dash from extremely long distances. Fix disengage, granting a penalty to magic and nature resistance to characters with negative dodge chance. Fixed revelation losses, ignoring the use of some consumables. Fix the bug allowing fix the bug allowing enemies to counter melee attacks from a tile away. Fix the bug allowing man. Oh, I see. Mostly as a result of being knocked back on the same turn. Fix the bug allowing free attacks against enemies when they use the sick, onslaught, and hooking chop. Fix the issue with some supposedly fire resistant items being burnable. Fixed real-time treasure and the friends we made achievement requiring only one artifact instead of the 3. Fixed the trapped entrance condition, sometimes failing to actually block the dungeon's exit. Fixed Bryn's craftsman's not having a markup on the repair prices, slightly reduced Daryl's markup. So this is where they were talking about like Daryl being, cheaper. Wasn't supposed to be that way. Fixed bears and bisons using incorrect icons for injuries. Fixed sprint training not affecting the range of NPC's charge skills. Fixed the hover of NPC's dash displaying incorrect range. Fixed the bugs causing enemies to act twice when attacking them with flurry of strikes while under the effect of enough for everyone. Fixed the red hand icon disappearing from stolen items when placed them in the coin purse. They probably saw me doing this and they're like, nah, we can't have you do that. Yeah. Fixed unyielding defense, not granting a stack of elusiveness. Fixed the issue causing enemies to not lose their elusiveness stacks. That's a problem. Would have been a problem or should have been a problem. Fixed the incorrect duration and number of stacks of elusiveness after reapplying it on top of an already active effect. Fix the issue of spellcasting still being treated as a crime inside of settlements, even when targeting enemies. No kidding. That stinks. Fix the bug preventing the Rotten Willow contracts from increasing Bryn rep. I've seen that happen. And I was like, man, they messed something up. It was a bug. Added a minimum threshold for maximum energy. What does that mean? Minimum threshold for maximum energy? Like, it can't go under a certain amount? I don't know what that means. Fix the bug with duplicating artifacts, this time for certain. This time for certain. Fix the number of dialogue-related crashes. Fixed an incorrect agility scale of some range weapon skills. Remove the possibility of bringing enemies to the Manticore arena. That's hilarious. And the ancient troll no longer is hostile toward young trolls. So I'm sure some of you out there were like, can I have trolls fight each other? That's too funny. And now on to the biggest changelog, which is why I'm doing this video today. So they start off by saying, hello, everyone. This patch addresses numerous issues reported by the community over the past month. And while they're at it, they'd also like to discuss their plans for the new future. And I was like, all right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. So before the release to Rags to Riches, they had announced that a new roadmap would be published earlier this year, and that promise still stands. They'll share details about what to expect from the upcoming updates once they've concluded support for Rags to Riches. Apart from bug fixes and other improvements, they aim to finish implementing the content that they did not make it to the December patch. Their first priority is introducing the new Bastion contracts, which this actually makes a lot of sense when they explain it as to why we can't have enough human contracts out there. So the first priority obviously is in the new Bastion contracts, which are well underway and are being added. This will solve the ongoing issue of low availability of Brigand contracts because of their limited variations. In Rags to Riches, every contract can only have one active instance, which explains 100% as to why you hop into like Manshire settlement, let's say, and there's no contracts because they're already available in Osbrook, Denbray, and the Rotten Willow. So we're, yeah. So they can only have one single instance, which in the case of Bastions isn't enough for every single settlement on the global map simultaneously. Moreover, the very next patch will add a slew of new weapons, which I've been seeing in the teasers section of the Stoneshard Discord, for underrepresented subcategories such as flails and battle staves. I've seen like brand new bows out there. I'm like, hook me up because I need some new bows, right? Additional caravan events and one previously unannounced surprise. So we don't know what that is, which is pretty cool. And then after that, they're going to shift their focus to implementing caves and the content related to them, including new enemies, rare plants, special properties, which should take another few weeks to complete. So stay tuned and follow the news. So they got gameplay imbalance here. Added a new crypt contract, which is cleansing ritual. Temporarily disabled the system for closing dungeons after their associated contract is complete. In the background, this should solve the issue of arriving at a settlement only to find almost no contracts available. The system will be re-enabled after we finalize the intended dungeon progression. I'm confused how this works. I'm assuming what they did is the dungeons are going to be constantly open, and then you just have to wait for the contract to reset. And when the contract resets, it resets the dungeon, which was already open to begin with. I don't know. But then after that, they'll re-enable. That one's confusing to me. Maybe you guys know. You can tell me in the comments. Slightly reduced the base body part damage coefficient. Adjusted the formula for thrown items. Agility will now affect the damage dealt and crit chance. Strength is just damage dealt and range. Perception, the accuracy, and the crit chance. Reduce the cost of Daryl's force march perch. Added hay, so instead of straw, you can make hay, which will now be crafted instead of straw. Bedrolls can be crafted with straw and hay. Significantly increase the cooldowns of the followers' free perks and decrease the cooldowns of their paid perks. That stinks. What is it, Ada? Or Alda? Doesn't she like give us a free pellet every 7 days? What is it now? Every 14 days? It's not that much money. Come on. Chill out. 7 days is plenty. Added an option to break a contract after fulfilling its every objective. I don't know why you would want to do that, but okay. Added an option to back away from discussing completed contracts, allowing you to change your mind and later claim that one I like. Because there's been times where I've like accidentally clicked on the one guy and I was like, oh, great. I don't want to turn it into this dude. I want to turn it in for more either Bryn rep or more money. But you can't back out. You've already clicked it. I done my contract. So I like that option. Osbrook Bread Bowl Stew can now be cooked with salted bear fat. Fine-tune some of the items' stats. I don't know what they mean by fine-tuned in some of items' stats. Like, what items? List them. Anyway, the husk. Reduce the penalties of unsteady gait to 4% per stack. Fix the accuracy penalty, which has 2 times more impactful than listed. And the Crypt Keeper tweaked his stats and gave him access to Onslaught and Knockout. Fixed his material type, which was listed as flesh instead of bone, and granted him correct resistances. We also have some AI changes. Now, if you guys were watching my Pyro Geo run, you'll notice that the AI was kind of silly and stupid. They would stand in my AoEs quite often without moving if there was certain situations that we were able to lay the AoE down on. And they also wouldn't attack my my stone spikes. They would leave them there, which is fine for us. It made it easy, but we knew it was going to get patched out. And sure enough, it is. So let's start off with they changed the vision zone of enemies from square to radial, just like that of the player. Oh, it was a square? That's weird. This just solves several problems, such as enemies being able to target the player with abilities from around corners while remaining invisible. There it is. That's the whole reason, because it's a square and they're just like, I can see through walls and you can't. Interesting. No kidding. All right. Fixed wonky enemy behavior around closed doors. Added some randomness to the ranged enemy's algorithm for keeping distance. This should get rid of drawn out chases across open maps. Thank God. I hate chasing down archers. They're just like, yeah, we can stay away the whole time. It's fine. Improved enemy behavior when the player character occupies a single tile passage. Yeah, I've noticed that if you were to like take an enemy and drag them to a singular room, you know, like in basically they all have them. Every single dungeon has a small room where it's like a bedroom. But the moment you're occupying the other side, the AI is like doesn't know what to do. Improved enemy behavior inside of active AoEs. This is one I was kind of mentioning before. So yeah, they're gonna improve how they dip out of there, I guess. Enemies will now instantly become hostile when an ally dies within their vision. Okay, think about for my range damage dealer, how I'm like sniping them and they just die and all the enemies are like, yo, what happened? No, they'll know. They'll know now. So I gotta be very careful now with my archer build. Fixed enemies ignoring stone spikes blocking their way. Just saying. They must have saw me doing that. Fix multiple issues affecting enemy pathfinding. And potentially fixed an issue causing horses to become hostile towards the player character. Quality of life. Unfortunately, we do not get an auto sort button yet. Hopefully soon. So opening the menu for splitting a stack of items will now place the initial slider position in the middle and fix the issue preventing it from being set to minimum and maximum value. Added an option to drag and drop items into equipped bags, caskets, and other similar containers. Fixes. So there's a lot of fixes here. A lot. But let's get to reading on them. So remove the contract's 2,000 crown reward cap as well as their reputation gain cap. So apparently certain contracts should be able to pay out more than 2,000. I'm wondering, it's probably really has to do with the contract that gives you more money when you turn in those diagrams. I bet you it's that one. I'm sure for the higher tier dungeons, like a tier 3 or whatever, if you complete it, your gold gain would probably exceed 2,000. See, the 100% loyalty discount for the on the followers' items and services should now work as intended. This one here is, oh my God, a long time coming. They should have been doing this a long time ago. This has been an issue for a while, chat. Fix the manticore for being able to jump into already occupied tiles. Thank God. Okay. So many screwed up attacks because of this. Like, you've already used dash to get out of the way. He jumps at you and lands on top of you. You're like, I can't dash away now. I'm stuck. Terrible. So that's good. And it also, he won't be able to jump on his own skeleton tiles either. So that's awesome. Fix defensive tactics, not gaining stacks from killing enemies. Awesome. Fix seal of finesse, not losing stacks. Now, I was told by some viewers, now don't hate me for this, I freaking knew it wasn't supposed to be that way, but they're like, no, it's as intended. I'm like, read it. It's not. So I was right. It is not as intended. It literally, because it was one of two things. Either they messed up on the wordage, right? And it's not supposed to lose stacks, or it's supposed to lose stacks. It was supposed to lose stacks. So If you have been using Seal of Finesse and walking around without a care, stand still, unless you want to lose stacks. Fix Regroup, receiving a stack from its own cooldown. And then Determination. I'm glad they're fixing this. I'll have to test it out and see how well it works, but Determination is working weird as hell. So when you use Determination and an enemy steps in, cool, you'll do damage to them. Awesome. If you move away from them enemies and they step in again, if they step into the tile that you were once occupying, it doesn't do damage. I'm hoping that it works correctly now. But anyway, it says that not attacking, that fixed Determination, not attacking knocked back enemies, and in rare situations, not attacking moving enemies in general. So I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they fix it. Maybe it's working the way I want it to work. We'll find out. I have a spear user anyway. Fix the penalty applied to enemies by Determination. So even the penalties got fixed. Fixed defiled remains, being able to target tiles that already contain a corpse. Fixed enough for everyone, not working as intended against targets occupying multiple tiles. Fixed the issue affecting the vision formula after removing blindness. Fixed the bug preventing enemies from receiving negative effects while the player character is affected by will to survive. Web Spit no longer applies its effect to tiny and giant targets, just like the throwing net item. Distracting Shot will now attack the closest enemy and not the closest target. I'm assuming it's trying to attack like a shelf or something. I haven't really seen that happen. Maybe it has. Just wasn't paying attention. Fix. Now this is another really, really good one that has made me upset a lot of times. Fix Necrophage, sometimes failing to target suitable corpses. Oh, sorry, it was this one. Fix Ghouls gaining an extra action after using Necrophage. That's really annoyed me. Like, you just used an action, now you get to use it again? Like, no. Stop it. Because a lot of times they'll eat a corpse right next to you and then go into like a multi-strike hit on your face. And it's like, come on, man. Terrible. This is another one I liked. Fix the bug allowing enemies to use hooking chop through their allies. I didn't know it was a bug, but I'm glad it is. Okay. So no longer do we have to be like, oh my god, there's a two-handed axe user behind the other user. I better be careful, because if he hooks and chops me through his buddy, I'll get dazed or stunned, possibly, whatever. So that's good. No longer have to fear for that. Fix the inability to use spear skills with extended range while in smoke. Cool. Good. Fix Wraiths not taking the dungeon's danger level into account when spawning from sarcophagus. That's good. That's really good. So I'm guessing certain Wraiths will no longer be able to spawn like the Wraith Commander from a tier 3. Because I'm pretty sure he's like a tier 4, tier 5 enemy. Fix the formula for Unholy Blessing. Fixed thrown items, ignoring the target's dodge chance. Fixed Amaraks not granting experience when killed by damaging their tentacle arm. Fixed incorrect mini-boss hint for the Brander and Amarak. Fix the bug allowing enemies to follow the player character into dungeons that have the trapped entrance condition. Fix the incorrect number of turns required for enemies to follow the player character between locations. Yeah, I noticed that they'll take an extra turn or two. Also, if they haven't noticed it, and I don't think they did cover it here, when you go into a water, right? So you're running away from an enemy, and you walk into the water, like bears will go like 2 tiles ahead of you. So you use one to go here, like, yeah, no. You go back into the water, yeah, no. They catch up so quick. Fix it. Fix the issue preventing potions from being delivered to the caravan when trading through the caravan stash. Fix the possibility of completing the Miller's task multiple times by dropping and picking up the key. Y'all out there are funny sometimes. You just find all the ways, don't you? Fix the activation of the bailiff's dialogue about Daryl after already finding him. Thank God. It's annoying to go over there and talk to somebody and you're like, I already found Daryl. I don't need to be... This is like 10 years ago and you're still asking about Daryl. Stop. Fix the rare soft lock caused by blood puddles. Remove the repair kit's minimum durability requirement that carried over from the previous patch. Remove the possibility of fixing jewelry with repair kits through context menus. Dang it. Fix the crash caused by stealing items in locations without a faction. Killing the ancient troll will now assign the signal tower to the Grand Magistrate. I don't know what that's going to do for us and what's the point of that, but all right. Maybe in the future they're going to have like an outpost there. You can maybe get a quest, possibly. Fix the repair price modifier not working as intended. Fixed tongue pole playing an animation on top of the UI. Fix the alarm trap. I didn't know it was broken. Fix the bug allowing multiple corpses to sometimes occupy the same tile. Remove the possibility of dying and moving into another location simultaneously. So either A, you're going to die and not move, or B, you're just going to skip death and move to the next tile. I don't know. Interesting. Fix surgeon's toolkits not applying their temporary effects. Fix leeches not applying their temporary effects. Remove the possibility of stacking leech therapy on the same body part. Fixed the inconsistent damage formula when wielding weapons with cyanic or cursed damage types in different hands. The time interval between turns will now be the same in and out of combat. I didn't know there was a difference. Fix the Rotten Willows NPCs displaying their faction 2 times. Never seen that happen. Fix the Oaken Glade Bailiff granting extra gold instead of Bryn Rep. He wasn't supposed to? Oh, interesting. This whole time, I just thought that was the way it was supposed to be. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good to hear. Fixed enemies becoming hostile towards straw dummies. That's hilarious. Fix the possibility of moving the caravan with the messenger pigeon while the followers were out on a mission. Remove the possibility of repairing and selling stolen items in the same location that they were acquired. All right, we can't choose that no more. Fix the vision range inconsistencies when looking through grates. Fixed tools not losing durability when thrown. Probably the crowbar, you know. Potentially fix the bug allowing enemies to move into the tile occupied by their recently resurrected ally. Oh, like stacking essentially. Fix another bug causing dual counters to sometimes skip a turn. Hopefully. Fix the hover against the odds, not displaying attributes it scales with. Fixed Well of Souls, sometimes spawning wraiths over the intended limit. Remove the possibility of moving full bags into. Oh yeah. We were utilizing that, so that's no longer a thing. Remove the possibility of interacting with bags while the crafting menu is open. Fix the bug allowing free attacks against the young trolls during their earth shaking strike animation. Fix the rare knockback related crash. Remove the possibility of casting some pyro spells through walls. That's me. Like through doors you can cast. Okay. Yeah. Unless we're talking about enemies, then sure. Fix the prologue crash caused by interacting with certain consumables. Fixed lacerate, creating blood decals even after missing. Fix the bug causing distant dungeons mini bosses to despawn. Oh. Fix the missing effect of Ethnak's funeral mask. Fix the dockside merchant disappearing into thin air. That's happened to me, and I was like, bro, it's gone forever. I had to wait like another whole day before they came back. Remove the possibility of interacting with some nightstands through walls. I've done that before. Remove the possibility of identifying items in the caravan stash while trading through it. Fix the log message for harvesting berries. Was there a different log that happened? Fix the weaponry stance, not losing stacks if the corresponding weapon is equipped in the offhand. What? Fixed weaponry stance is not losing stacks if the corresponding weapon is in the... Oh! Okay. That would have been a pretty cool thing for dual wielding to take advantage of. Fix battle trance not working with every weapon type. Oh, sorry. Working with every weapon type. I get you. Fix the incorrect duration of both tactics. Fix the stone spikes visual layering issue, which I'm guessing might be why some enemies, when we were doing our pyro hero build, were able to walk through my tiles. Fix onrush scaling its armor penetration with perception rather than strength. Remove the possibility of using medicinal items through the modifiers context menu while stunned. Aw, come on. That was a beautiful thing, man. I mean, it made no sense, but we loved it. The vision that no longer requires a turn to take effect. Wait, the vision stat no longer requires a turn to take effect. For example, the vision penalty will now disappear instantly the moment you take off your heavy helmet. Oh. Fix the knockback issue affecting boulder throw. Knockback issue. What issue? That's not the issue against ourselves, is it? It'd be okay. Either way. That's it. That's it for the day's changelog. I'm more excited about this here. And there's a couple of balance and AI updates that were kind of good for us and useful information. But I'm more excited about the roadmap and what they have in store for us, especially the secrets, unannounced thing. Whatever it is, I'm bring it on, you know? But it sounds like caves aren't too far off. So we'll be able to get caves, probably some contracts maybe related to them. I don't know how we're going to get those, who's going to offer them. And then I'm guessing caves are going to have special herbs that are probably going to make food better, right? On top of adding some additional weapons, which is always a good thing in my opinion. We need more. I think bows need a little bit of loving too, because a little lackluster in my opinion right now. But what do you guys think about the changes? Good, bad, ugly, in between? I don't know. I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and family. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.